Hello, my name is Mandy, and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and sometimes things happening in my real life. Today I have my update for Throwback 30. It's a PANtastic Ladies Collab group where we work on 30 different projects at once. Well, at least one prompt from each one. So, if this is something you are interested in, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. All right. Throwback 30 was created by Jessica Lee, and it is a PANtastic Ladies Facebook group collab project. Like I said, that takes 30 of the projects from the past or current, present, and they're voted on, and the top 30 are put together in this project where we work on one prompt from each one. And it started on July 28th of 2025 and goes until July 28th of 2026. And yeah, so I started this. There are 30 prompts. I started with 6 prompts. I broke the list up into 6 groups of 5. That makes 30. And I brought in 1 prompt from each of the 5, so every 5th prompt. Anyway, and then each month I'm bringing in 6 more prompts for 5 months, and then the rest of the year I'm working on them. So I'm doing it rolling style. Let's start with what I already brought in and what I'm working on. The first one is for the 12 days of Christmas, and it is 5 golden rings. And for that, I brought in this eyeshadow from Medusa's Makeup. It is gold. It is called Woke. And I brought it in for 12 uses because it's 12 days of Christmas for 5 golden rings. Could have done 5, but I did 12. Anyway, so far this month I have used it 4 times since bringing it in. So that means I have, whatever. I have 8 more uses left to go. Math is hard. Also, sorry, I have a little bit of a scratchy throat. And in case you didn't watch my last video, I do have a new background because I have a new desk and it's in a new arrangement, which means I have a new background. So if you have any suggestions on what I can do to spruce it up, let me know. All right, moving on. The next is for 50 Shades of Pink, and I forgot to mark these. Hold on. Okay, so the 50 Shades of Pink, I brought in this pink serum. This is from Skin Science. It is their Firming Retinol and Collagen Face Serum. When I brought it in, we were up there, and now we're down here. So we just used a little bit. I'm not tracking number of uses. My goal is to finish this. I don't know if that's going to happen. This is 4 fluid ounces, so we'll see. I don't think I've been using it that frequently this month, but I also try and use it twice a day, every day. You don't need a whole lot. So I'm anticipating maybe I'll get halfway through the bottle. We'll see. But I'm going to give it my best shot and see how far I can get. I got a year to work on it. All right, next for Another One Bites the Dust. Woo! And that is a project that is all about Queen. And so I randomly selected the prompt Bicycle Race, which is something that is circular packaging. And I brought in this little guy here. This is what's left of a baked bronzer from Complex Culture, and it is in the shade Play. Let's see if I can get some here to swatch for you. Like I said, it was baked formula, and then I had a big old pan in it, and in the pan, it kind of shattered and fell out. And so instead of repressing it, I just crunched it all up more and put it in this container, and there it is there. I am wearing it today. It is the bronzer I've been using for this month. Where did it's over there. Anyway. So I have a goal to use it 19 times because it was prompt 19. And I have used it 6 times over the last month. So I have, what is that, 7 more uses? 8 more uses? 9? I don't know. A whole bunch of more uses left to go. I'm not mathing right now. It's very hot right now. All right, next. That was my notebook. Next is for Child of the 80s, and I randomly selected the prompt 16 candles, and that is something that makes all your wishes come true. And I decided to bring in a cleanser, a facial cleanser, because it makes my wishes come true. It's really good. There are noises in the house. This is the Hydrating Facial Gel Cleansing Gel from Good Molecules. I like this. It's a nice cleanser. It's not too stripping, and it's hydrating. And this is where we were when we brought it in. When I shined the light in it, I could not tell I have used it, but I don't use a whole lot each time I wash my face, just like a 1.5 P's worth. And yeah, it's a clear gel, and I'm guessing it's probably going down in the middle and sticking to the sides, so I didn't see any progress yet, but we're halfway through it already, but it is getting to the thick part. And I purchased this in August of 2024, so it's already a year old. But I don't remember when I started using it, but I've been using it for a while. It is good. Anyway, it's good. It's into finish. I'm working on it. All right, next for It's Panning Cats and Dogs. I brought in Corgi for butt wiggles. And that is something that is a gel product or gel-like product, something that wiggles. So I brought in my Alba Botanicals very emollient shave cream, which is more of a shave gel. Anyway, and I brought it in. We were down here. My goal is to use it 15 times. I've used it twice so far. I could not tell any progress. This is, again, sort of a gel product, so progress is hard to tell. Plus, it was laying down on its side, so, and it's also the thickest part of the package, so who knows. I'm working on it. 2 out of 15 uses. I have 13 uses left to go. That was easy math. And then finally, the last product I brought in the intro was for That's 70s Pan. And I randomly selected Popular Pottery, something that breaks easily. So I brought in a lip product, and it is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It is the Bite Beauty Prismatic Multi-Stick in Peacock Pearl. Trying to swatch things with my wrong hand because that's just the way I'm working today. And that is what it looks like. It has sort of a brown base with a blue shimmer. I do have it topped on top of some other things on my lips, but it's a really nice color, and that's all it has left. I am trying to finish it, but if I try to apply it with it rolled all the way up, it does kind of separate from the base, so that's why I roll it down. That's why it breaks easily, because it can separate from the base quite easily. Oh, focus. Okay. So I've used that 3 times so far. I feel like I've used it more, but that's the only times I've marked it, so apparently only 3 times. All right, so now we're going to bring in 6 new prompts to go back to the beginning of the list. The first prompt is going to be for the 4 seasons, and that is a project where you bring in products for each of the seasons. I decided to go with fall, and I am bringing in this guy here from Tree Hut. Yes, this is the Pumpkin Spice Latte Foaming Gel Body Wash. And I'm bringing it in for 30 uses because it's Throwback 30. And I'm being a little more selective this time. And I did not mark it, but I will mark it. We're right below the top label there. So, yeah, just right below that. So that will be in for 30 uses, and we'll see how it goes, because Pumpkin Spice Latte, that doesn't scream fall more than anything in the world. That's just fall right there. Pumpkin spice. Anything. Fall. All right. Next, for 50 Shades of Purple, I am bringing in this guy here. Background is camera is apparently having problems focusing with all this stuff in the background. Anyway, I'm bringing in this guy here in its purple packaging. This is from Maybelline, and this is the lipstick in Pitch Black. It is in their matte formula. It's a color Riche lipstick, I think it's called. Anyway, it's black. It's kind of a sheer black, but it's black. And if you know me, I kind of like that color, so, you know. And it had purple packaging, so that kind of, you know, went with it. Anyway, I am bringing this in for 30 uses as well, because Throwback 30. Yeah. That just seemed to be the theme today. All right, next. For the prompt, Beauty and the Beast, I randomly selected Wood Chopper. I like to randomly select these because that makes it more fun. And that is a product that's on the chopping block. So I need water. Heat and allergies are giving me a tickly throat. Anyway, I brought in this little mini nail polish from e.l.f. This was in last year's Throwback 30. I was trying to finish it, and I got to there. I decided, I said that it gets thick quite easily, and I may or may not continue working on it, or I may put it into my project polish to try and finish it, but I decided to bring it in here because it is on the chopping block. I may or may not keep it, depending on how thick it gets and how many times I have to add thinner to it. So I'm bringing in for 5 uses. I may regret that, but we're going to try. If I use it 2 or 3 times and have to keep thinning it or run out, then we're going to call it good. But we're going to try for 5 uses. It is on the chopping block, so, and it's the only thing I could think of in my collection that's on the chopping block, because most everything else I really enjoy. And I enjoy that too. It's just the formula is a little tricky. All right, next for Color Pan, a ColourPop project. So I am bringing back another lippy because this update seems to be lip heavy already. And it's the only ColourPop product I own besides a lip primer. This is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Cami. I worked on this last year trying to finish it, not finish it. I've been mainly using it as a cream blush. There it is there. It's a little bit on the warm side. And that's all that is left. So we made a good dent in it. Now I have to push back down. It has detached from the base. That's one of the reasons I want to try and finish it. But I am bringing it in. I did not say. I guess I'm going to continue trying to finish it. I mean, I don't know. I could just bring it in for 30 uses. Let me know what you think. Should I do 30 uses or try and finish it? Because I did not write down a goal. I wrote down a goal for everything else. So I guess I was undecided on this. So you help me decide. All right. Speaking of lip products, the next prompt is for Lip Service, which is a project where you work on lip products. I got lipstick on my teeth. Great. All right. Well, I'm going for an easy one. Since I got so many colored products, I decided to bring in this guy, which is clear. This is from e.l.f. It is their Glow Reviver Lip Oil, and this is in Crystal Clear. I've only used it once. I just opened it the other day as my desk gloss balm. So my goal is going to be to finish this. It doesn't take me very long to go through lip oils, lip glosses that are clear like this. I use them on a daily basis. I'm currently working on another one elsewhere. But yeah, this is going to be my lip gloss for the desk until my other one runs out, and then that'll be my everyday pocket one. So I'm going to finish that. And then finally, the last product is not another lip product because I thought I had enough. The last prompt is for That's Expensive. And I went with something a little unorthodox. Let me wipe these lipsticks off before I end up rubbing them on something. All right, I am bringing in a candle. This Bath & Body Works White Barn Candle in Mahogany Teakwood Intense, because in my opinion, these things are expensive. I got this one during Candle Day, so it was on sale, but it is $26.95 is the price on this. It's glass, wax, and scent. $26? $15 maybe. Anyway, I'm bringing this in, and I'm going to use it 10 times. I'm going to burn it. So that's where we are right now. Can't really mark it because it's black, but I love the smell of it. But it's just been too hot to burn candles lately. But once it cools off in fall and winter time, I have a year to work on this. I'm going to use this 10 times and see how far we get. Intense rich mahogany, dark oak, and frosted lavender. I think it's the lavender, because every time I smell this, it reminds me of like laundry detergent. Just freshness. But yeah, that's everything I brought in. That's everything I'm working on. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you'd like to subscribe and keep up to date on this project and others, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because it's free. And remember to take care of yourselves. Stay true to you. I'm all discombobulated. And I love you, no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.